guys. How are you, Cancers and Collective, and my lovely, lovely members? And y'all know, um, anytime I do members only, um, it's typically not a monetized situation. Okay. So anyone who would like to donate to the channel by the way of super stickers or super chats, all of that is very, very, very much welcome. And I am very thankful for all of you and everything that you do. All right. So, but we are growing. The channel is growing. I put a very huge uh, investment into the channel and the collective. Took a very big step and purchased some studio property, and we are going to be moving our base, you guys. So I am so super excited about that. And yeah, I'll be able to really focus and give you guys a lot of time. So I am excited about it. I hope you guys are too. So we're going to be going live in the new studio. I'm going to be getting some help, my sons and my nephews, getting it all designed and lighting and all that kind of good stuff. So my son is very good with the AV, okay, and the computer stuff, and then my nephews and all that, and my other son will be very good and helpful to me as well. Just getting things set up. So I can't wait. It's going to be very busy, super busy time for me in the middle of the winter. I don't know what, but I've been blessed. God has blessed me with some mild weather right now. So we pray that it stays mild and I don't have to be going through nobody's snow because I'm not trying to even go there right now. All right, so let's go ahead and get into it. I didn't even pull up any of the cards from the reading because I just wanted to focus on the future oracle messages that we pulled. And it is getting extremely warm as it does every single time. Sorry, guys. Trying to control the temperature in here. It's like so difficult. Okay. Summertime, I feel like I can control it better because it's just hot and I don't have to wear any clothes. But in the wintertime, it is a much different situation. Okay. We got to put some clothes on. Let's see if I can get that a little closer. Ooh, thank you. Cut off. All right. Gave me a break for a second. Good grief. All right, guys. So let's see. We have someone new popping up for you. Okay. We have something new popping up for you. We have you saying yes. We have you taking action, and we have the sun. We have all positive energy. Okay. All of this is very, very positive, forward moving. Okay. So you are definitely moving forward. I see a divine masculine and I see a pregnancy coming through for you. All right. So again, you may be getting engaged. You may already be engaged. All right. Let's see here. So let's focus on new. Okay. Let's focus on new. Independence and partnership. Focusing on your needs. Seek and you will find. You're looking for someone who is going to focus on your needs. You are, and with independence, even in partnership, okay? Even in partnership, but this is in the reverse. It's like finding your own independence, even if you are in a relationship with someone, being having the ability to have someone who is secure within themselves that they can be a partner to you and also allow you to have your personal independence is solid. That's gold. That's 100. That is a real back and forth relationship status right there. That's like, I have a very close friend, okay, male friend. I actually used to date this person, but we stopped dating, and it was a mutual decision to stop dating. It's very strange that those things are rare these days. But we remained very close friends for like ever. Okay. Very, very close friends. This particular person, I could tell all of my business to. Do you know what I'm saying? About anybody else that I was dating, all of my business to. And also in the back of my mind, I mean, I know that this is the same person that I would also just be able to just be very good friends with. That is the type of person that you could potentially, and my ears were ringing, you could potentially have a future with. I'm seeing this being that type of energy. Okay. Someone who is also independent. Okay. Um, Someone who is independent, but in control. Okay. So it says focusing on your needs. This is someone getting emperor energy. I'm getting emperor. We have divine masculine. Okay. But I'm seeing some things with pregnancy here, and now we have police station and sweet talk. I really feel like there's an urgent, there's a situation taking place here. I almost feel like, y'all, wait a minute. And so I'm going to go back and look in the previous reading. We were looking at your person's energy, but I don't know if I said this person could be a police officer or a security guard. I know I had energy with some of you in the collective that were in a relationship, and this person was in law enforcement, a police officer, security guard, something of that nature. But I see sweet talk here. I see love message, okay? And then it and then family. So there is either conversation with an emperor energy, a divine masculine, about having a family, or there is an energy of literally this has happened. And I'm getting and didn't I say like shotgun pregnancy, almost like you have a shotgun wedding because the bride is expecting basically. And this says the sun, y'all, which does represent birth, does represent, and the sun could be a boy. I'm just saying, y'all, we have action here. And then we have yes. Okay, I do. It's like putting the cart before the horse, y'all. Do you see these horses here? I literally was thinking it's like you put the cart before the horse. Then you said yes. I'm telling you right now. I'm telling you right now. And I just got shotgun coming to me, pregnancy with this situation. So Heart-to-heart conversations here, okay, and soulmate. Again, with engagement and retreat, it's that hermit energy. So like you're letting this, it's like an energy of letting this person know. So that is pretty much your situation. You walked away from a karmic, but confirming to them that yes, it's over. Yes, I've moved on. And you literally moved forward with a vengeance, Cancer, towards your soulmate. So let's look at the tarot here. Okay, let's look at the tarot messages. And let's look at the same deck because I don't see here. Tell me about the sun here. Tell me about the sun. Your Cancer, Holy Spirit, angels, and guides. Tell me about the sun, please. I believe it's number 19 in the major arcana. Tell me about this thing, please. Okay. Oh, sorry. We have the Four of Swords here. Okay, the Four of Swords. This is like something that is being kept quiet. The Page of Swords. Yeah, not talking about it. Like anxious. There's an energy of keeping quiet about something, not because that also represents clarity, but we have the Page of Swords, which represents like a third party person or someone, like people asking questions, keeping quiet, not talking about this. Yeah, the Hierophant. So I feel like there's an energy of knowing, not talking about this, knowing you want to like not say anything until after the marriage. So there could be an energy of not like hiding the pregnancy, right? Not saying anything about it until after you're married. So maybe there's a conversation about marrying. I know I saw the Seven of Swords twice, and so definitely there's an energy of keeping this hush hush or keeping something a secret. Yeah, with the Lovers. This was, yeah, this is your soulmate here. Okay, this is your soulmate. And I definitely feel like with this Ace of Pentacles, this is something in a situation like a new opportunity. We talk about something that's going to be happening later. Also, this represents growth, right? And this could definitely represent the beginning of a pregnancy, the fact that it's early on in the pregnancy. So there's a situation of keeping things on the hush, keeping the outside on the outside, not letting them know until you got further along and until you were married or at least engaged. Tell me about action here. Tell me about action. Wow, I don't want all these cards, y'all. Sorry, folks. Tell me about action, please. Okay, Ace of Swords. Yes. Again, there's the energy of not saying anything, not wanting to let people in what you and this person are dealing with. You know what I'm saying? Not really, it's just an energy of not really letting people in on the truth, keeping them on the outside. Under the deck, you have the Queen of Wands, not letting people in, right? Not letting people in, keeping them out, not letting them in your business. Now, that Queen of Wands energy can also reflect third party. Y'all. So we have the Judgment card, the Five of Pentacles, the Devil, and the Three of Pentacles. I feel like there's an energy of being afraid that people will feel like there's been some sort of dishonest situation. I really don't feel like it. I just feel like this is something that moved very quickly. Okay. Because I kept getting that energy of things going fast. Okay. You meeting someone and you meeting someone very quickly. We even have power in looking. It's like as soon as you gain your independence from this person, I feel like you're going to meet someone. But even though you meet this person, it's still going to be like you're in your Nine of Pentacles energy, right? Because this person is not going to consume you in that way. However, there is going to be a situation that comes up, and either there's a pregnancy or an engagement. There's something that's happening very quickly with you and this person. I also feel like you may have a conversation with the karmic, right? And I feel like things are going to go left because they're going to feel like you have been dishonest. Neither here nor there. There's also an energy of you keeping certain things to yourself for a time, okay, for a time, so that others will not also make judgment against you. You see what I'm saying? We have the Judgment card and the Five of Pentacles. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, with the Devil and the Three of Pentacles. I feel like there's just some sort of a fear that others will think that you were being dishonest or cheating with this person. Okay? When that's not the case here. We have the Nine of Pentacles and the Star. You are very much independent. You are single. You don't have to answer to anyone. It's not anyone's business who you're with and what you're doing. Do you see what I'm saying? But there's an energy of people looking either up to you or just people in general just kind of watching you or watching you do. You know what I mean? So I feel like there's a responsibility as you have others watching you. So that's what I'm picking up on. Interesting. So let's go ahead and clarify. I'll use a different deck. Oh, faithful. I love this deck so much. Perfect. Size. Shuffle. And it's a good clarification. It's my spiral deck, y'all. See? Namer Susan. The spiral deck. All right, so let's go all the way back. All the way back. Okay, to this Four of Swords and this Page of Swords energy. With the Sun card, I'm getting a strong indication of a secret, something being kept on the hush, something being kept quiet, someone being anxious about people finding out, even afraid that people will find out. I'm just getting more cautious, nervous. Tell me about the Four of Swords with the Page of Swords here. Four of Swords with the Page of Swords, okay? Look, we have the Lovers in the World, y'all. The Lover. Oh, I got this deck is interesting. I gotta like cover it up. Good grief. So yeah, this deck is not one for regular TV. Okay. The Lovers and the World, y'all. I always be showing these cards. It's probably why algorithms don't be adding up sometimes. But we have the Lovers and the World here. All right, y'all. So not wanting the world to know about your relationship. Just, the world is all about external things affecting the relationship. You're wanting to keep people outside, right? It's the energy of keeping people out your business, right? Out your business, especially in the beginning of the connection. So, no, it doesn't mean you were cheating on anyone. It just means you didn't want people up in your business. So, you didn't tell everybody every move you make and every step you would take. And I told you that it's not going to be long after you left this person before there was movement. You saw the Three of Wands. There's a conversation. This person didn't like what you had to say, but you had to let them know so that they could let you go. Okay? Because you had to go. You were leaving. Okay? Likely you were already gone. Okay? But you were informing or reinforming, reaffirming, which is what I said, to this person that it was over. Under the deck, the Hermit, y'all. I cannot make this stuff up. Okay? Pulling back, period, from this because there's an energy and not wanting people up in your business. You and this person went on hermit mode. Okay? Y'all had a little mini COVID. Okay? That's not funny. I'm just saying. Y'all stayed on lockdown. Let's just say that. Okay? Y'all stayed on lockdown. My mom got COVID. She was in the hospital for almost a year. I'm sure she was one of the longest patients in the hospital for it was horrifying. It was absolutely terrible. I'm so thankful to have my mama. Jesus. So, yeah. So there was an energy of you and this person were tucked away. And I feel like things happened. I told you that's a fine time to make a baby. Being tucked away on lockdown. Okay, we have the Lovers and the Hierophant here. This lets you know there's definitely some baby making going on. Jodeci being played, okay? I'm telling you. Tell me about the Hierophant and the Lovers with the Sun card here. What is going down? We got the Queen of Wands, baby. Okay. Listen, when I say things are going to be, moving right along in this new connection with you, I mean that. Under the deck, the Ace of Cups, I told you, see, new connection with the Ace of Wands. Things are moving fast and furious, and there's a high level of passion. And this also is also like moving forward and not being afraid, being very, very confident in this new connection, having a much deeper level of intimacy, and definitely moving forward without even being scared. So I feel like, yes, this is a fine time for making a little baby. Okay. And I feel like that's exactly what has happened here. Oh my goodness. So and there's going to be a proposal here. Yes, there's going to be an engagement. Tell me about yes. There's going to be a commitment that is made. Tell me about yes. It's going to move very quickly. Look, we have the High Priestess in the reverse now. Okay. Underneath the deck, the Two of Cups. Look at this. It's not a secret anymore, Cancer. Oh my gosh. Yo, I cannot make this stuff up. I cannot make this up. Okay. And I feel like there's an energy of things happening so fast that it's like you don't even know what happened, really. It's going to confuse everybody. That's that High Priestess in the reverse energy, right? And there you go. You and this person. Listen, this is gorgeous. Yes, you said yes. Okay. It is not a secret anymore. Look at the Knight of Swords behind the scenes, y'all. Fast moving energy. This is a game changer. This is going to change everything. Okay. And like I said, it's nobody's business, but there's an energy of you are concerned, not wanting people to think that anything nefarious was taking place, right? You were very much single with the Nine of Pentacles when you were seeing this person, okay? Nine of Pentacles and the Star. This is beautiful. All right. Tell me about the Judgment card and the Five of Pentacles here. There's just an energy of being afraid of being judged, having a fear of people making the wrong judgment about you. You know, look, the Sun, okay? The Truth. There's an energy of wanting people to see you as being honest, right? You don't want them to be walking around thinking some sort of a falsehood or a lie about you. Like, you want the truth to be told, right? About the situation. Under the deck, Page of Cups. See, in your head, you don't want people to be thinking that you're a liar. You want people to have pleasant thoughts about you, Cancer. See? Innocence, right? You don't want people to look at you as being some sort of dishonest individual. And y'all, thank you, Spirit. That is absolutely beautiful. Very, very, very beautiful clarification. Now, tell me here, okay, the Three of Pentacles here. I feel like there's a fear, right, of being looked at as a cheater. You know what I'm saying? Or like, you don't want this person to be looked at as a third party person that, you know, broke up a marriage or anything crazy like that. Look, we have the Page of Pentacles just popped out and the 10 of Pentacles here. 11 Pentacles. Interesting. So being recognized as a family person, that 10 of Pentacles represents family, someone who's stable, who has a strong foundation, someone who's reliable that you can count on and trust, right? So there's just a fear of being looked at as this person that wrecks homes. You know what I mean? You don't want to be looked at as that. You want to be looked at as someone who respects, you know, the family, respects, you know, a solid foundation. You don't want this lie going around to the people that you cheated on your person, when first of all, your person very much cheated on you. Okay. You saved face for this person, right? And then when you decided to leave, then, you know, this person wanted you to feel guilty, right? We have Temperance here under the deck. So again, I'm just getting a strong energy of balancing the scales, just wanting the scales to be balanced, wanting things to be the way that they are supposed to be. You want everyone to get what they deserve here. Okay, that's what I'm getting. That's the energy that I'm getting with temperance. Wanting those scales to be balanced. Okay. So tell me about the Nine of Pentacles and the Star. Ooh, we have the Seven of Pentacles in the reverse. This talks about being impatient, lack of rewards, not seeing any value in something. And okay, rushing. Page of Wands here. So the Seven of Pentacles in the reverse is all about being impatient, and the Page of Wands is also about someone who's moving very quickly. That's it. That's it. That this is exactly it. And this is the reason why with the Nine of Pentacles and the Star, there's an energy of, listen, you want people to see you see the truth. You want people to see the fact that you just moved on. You didn't waste any time. You walked away from a connection that was not, you weren't even planning on staying with this person. Do you know what I'm saying? There's an energy of, yes, we were planning on a future. Yes, I did think that this was going to be my forever person, or I thought this was going to be more long term, right? But it wasn't, right? And the only thing that happened is that when you left this person, you didn't like wait around for anything. You were excited to move forward. There was no reason to sit around and twiddle your thumbs. You got right into another relationship with the Star, one that was a very, very divinely guided connection. Ended up being your soulmate. Do you see what I'm saying? And just because these people don't know, with the Wheel of Fortune, you have the Moon and the Wheel of Fortune here, Cancer. Just because these people don't know what you're doing and how you're moving doesn't mean you're not doing it. With the Five of Swords here and the Four of Wands. See what I'm saying? There's an energy of getting in these people's head or mind games, or these people's minds playing tricks on them. And here you are all the way whole engaged with a baby on the way. Like, honestly. And they had no clue that you were even serious about leaving your person, you know? But that's why it goes to show, Cancer, when you're in a relationship and you decide that that relationship is no longer, that's your decision all by yourself. It doesn't even have, the other person doesn't even have to agree. That's one thing about it. Okay. And you don't have to get the approval of anyone but yourself. Okay. And that is that. Period, point blank. We are in a free, that's one thing I love. It's a beautiful place, a free country, and you don't have arranged relationships with deranged individuals. You can come and you can go whenever you desire, not work out for you. Okay. That is the difference between being single and being in a commitment. Even in a commitment, you don't have to stay if you're being abused and mistreated. All right. I love you guys so much. I hope you all enjoyed the message, and stay tuned for more of these extendeds. I will push this out to the collective if I so choose, but typically all the extendeds are $11.11. They're all free for all of my members all the time. I do members only readings quite often. But I haven't really been pushing out a whole lot of readings lately. I've been so busy. So I may push this out as a bonus extended. If I do, make sure you guys like, share, comment, and subscribe to the channel, and also my other two channels, She Reads Tarot and Tarot Talk Live. And the links are in the description box below. And check out my last reading. All right, you guys, the last two, part 1 and part 2 of this reading. Check those out. And I will see you next time. I love you. Bye.